Hello students, in our last video we have discussed about the coordinate geometry, the basics of coordinate geometry. We discussed about the Cartesian plane and how to plot the point in a Cartesian plane. Okay, now we are proceeding further. So in our last video we have discussed the term ordered pair. What is ordered pair? Ordered pair indicates the position of a point in terms of x and y coordinate, denoted by x comma y. X means the x coordinate means the position on x axis and y is the position with respect to y axis. Okay, now if any ordered pair if we have given, this is our Cartesian coordinate system, or we can say rectangular coordinate system, x o x dash, y o and y dash. Let us consider an ordered pair x comma y is equal to 2 comma 3. For example, I have taken an ordered pair 2 comma 3. Now, so you can plot this point. We have discussed about this point. How can we plot this point? So it will be our 0. This will be 0 comma 0, 1, 2, 3. This will be 1, 2 and 3. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. Now if we have to locate this point, we can locate it very easily. We have discussed it. So first we will move a distance 2, then 3. This will be our point 2 comma 3. This is our point 2 comma 3. Now what the important concept I am going to tell you is how to find the distance, or what the distance from x-axis of y-axis indicates. So this is our coordinate 2 comma 3. This is a point in this Cartesian plane or in rectangular plane. Now if you see, what is this distance? What is this distance? If you draw the perpendicular, or on your graph paper, if you check that this particular line, strong line will be there at point 2, so it will always be perpendicular. So if we measure this distance, so what is this distance? This distance will be 3 unit. Okay, and what is this distance? This distance is 2 unit. If we draw any line from this point on the y-axis, perpendicular on the y-axis from the given point, then this distance will be 2 unit and this distance will be 3 unit. It means, what does an ordered pair indicates? The ordered pair indicates that the distance from x-axis, the distance for, this is our x-axis, the distance from x-axis is the y coordinate. This distance is 3 unit and 3 is our y coordinate. And the distance from y-axis, it is our x coordinate. Okay, so always remember this thing, the perpendicular distance from x-axis, whether it is positive x-axis or negative x-axis, the perpendicular distance from positive x-axis, perpendicular distance of a point, perpendicular distance of a point from positive or negative x-axis, it is equal to y, or we can say y coordinate. Clear? Because we can check here, it is 2 comma 3. So 3 is the distance of this point from x-axis. The perpendicular distance is 3. So we can say the perpendicular distance from x-axis of a point is the y coordinate. This is y and this is x. Similarly, second point, the perpendicular distance of a point from y-axis, it is equal to x coordinate. And what is the name of x coordinate? I told you in my previous video, the x coordinate is also called as abscissa. The x coordinate is called abscissa, and y coordinate is also known as ordinate. So you have to remember all these terms, because the question may be asked in some twisted way. The question will not be asked directly. Okay, you will be given that a point is at a distance of 2 unit from x-axis and 3 unit from y-axis, or it may be given that the ordinate of a point is 2, abscissa is 3, in this way. So you should remember all the terms. The perpendicular distance from x-axis is called y-coordinate or may say ordinate, and perpendicular distance of a point from y-axis, it is our x-coordinate, which is also known as abscissa. Okay, so remember this thing, note down. Okay, now the next important topic is again we are talking about ordered pair. If any ordered pair is given, so again this is our Cartesian coordinate system, x, o, x dash, y, o and y dash. Now suppose we have given any point in this Cartesian coordinate system. Suppose we have taken this point. This is 1, this is 2. So what will be the coordinate of this point? I am taking this particular point, this. So what will be the ordered pair of this point? Suppose we indicate this point as point A. So what will be the ordered pair of A? Ordered pair of A. Or what will be the coordinate of point A? So what will be the coordinate of this point? So as we have discussed, the perpendicular distance from x-axis is the y-coordinate and perpendicular distance from the y-axis is x-coordinate. So if we check the perpendicular distance of this point from y-axis, so this is our y-axis and this distance is 2. This is our perpendicular distance from y-axis, and perpendicular distance from y-axis is equal to x-coordinate. So we get x is equal to 2. Means the value of x-coordinate is 2. And what is the perpendicular distance from x-axis? So this point is lying on the x-axis. It means its perpendicular distance is 0. So we will say y is equal to 0. Okay. So the ordered pair of this point A will be equal to 2, 0. Clear? How you obtain this particular ordered pair? Because of our previous concept which we have discussed, that the distance from x-axis is called y-coordinate and distance from y-axis is called x-coordinate. So the distance of this point from y-axis, it is 2, and distance of this point from x-axis, because this point is lying on the x-axis, so the y-coordinate will be 0. Okay, so now basically I am going to tell you the important thing. How will you write the coordinate of a point which is lying on x-axis or y-axis? This was just an example. So in general, if we talk about in general, the coordinate of a point, lying on x-axis, like this. This point is lying on x-axis. It may be positive x-axis or negative x-axis. That will depend on the question. If it is positive x-axis, then we will take the value with plus sign. If it is negative x-axis, then we will take the value with minus sign. Okay. So the coordinate of a point lying on x-axis, it is always equal to, or it is of the form a, 0. We can write it as a, 0, where a is any real number. A may be any real number. Like in this question, this is 2. It may be 3, 4, 5, or it may be -1, -2, anything. So it may be always of the form a, 0, because the distance of this point which is lying on the x-axis, it will be 0 from the x-axis. So the y-coordinate will always be 0. Clear? So remember this thing. In general, the coordinate of a point which is lying on the x-axis, it is of the form a, 0, where a is any real number. Similarly, the second point, the coordinate of a point lying on y-axis. Now what will be the general form of this particular term? If a point is lying on y-axis, let us take an example. Suppose we have taken this point. This is 1, 2 and 3. So what will be the coordinate of this point? Let us consider this point as B. Okay, as we have find the coordinate of point A, it was 2, 0. So what will be the coordinate of B? Coordinate of B. Now if we see this point B, this point is lying on y-axis. So the distance of this point from x-axis, this is the perpendicular distance. This distance is 3. And we know the distance from x-axis is the y coordinate. It means we have given here, y is equal to 3. The y coordinate is 3 because the distance of this point from x-axis is 3. So this is y coordinate, which is 3. But what is the distance of this point from y-axis? Because this point is lying on y-axis, it means there is no distance. The point is itself lying on y-axis, so its distance from y-axis will be 0. And what is the distance from y-axis? It is our x coordinate. It means we can write x equal to 0. Now what will be the coordinate of point B, which is called ordered pair? So coordinate, you can write it as coordinate of B is equal to, first we should write x. We will not write 3, 0. We will write 0, 3. Clear? So if a point lies on y-axis, then it is of this form 0, anything, any number. And if it is lying on x-axis, then it is of the form x, 0 or a, 0, this form. So the coordinate of a point lying on y-axis, it is equal to 0, b. I am taking it as b. B may be any real number which is lying on the y-axis. So b is any real number lying on y-axis, whether it may be positive or it may be negative. So you should remember these two things. The coordinate of a point which is lying on x-axis, it is of the form a, 0, or you can write it x, 0 also. Means it will be any real number x or a, but it will lie on the x-axis. Positive or negative may be there. Similarly, if a point is lying on the y-axis, then the coordinate of that point will be 0, b. It's of this form 0, b. So note down this concept also. Now coming to the next topic, mirror image of a point in Cartesian plane. Mirror image of a point in Cartesian plane. So before studying the mirror image of point in Cartesian plane, let us discuss how the mirror form an image. Okay, image formation by a plane mirror. So you have studied about it in your class 8 also. The image formation by a plane mirror. Suppose this is our plane mirror. Okay, and if an object is placed, suppose an object is placed at this point, let us consider this distance is 2 meter. So this distance is 2 meter. So this is our object. So where does the image form? The image is formed on the same line at the same distance behind the mirror. Okay, this is the concept of formation of image from plane mirror. How the images are formed, it will be discussed in your physics in class 10th. But before that, you should know only at how much distance will the image will be formed by plane mirror. So a plane mirror forms an image at the same distance at which the object is placed, but on the opposite direction. So if the object is placed at a distance of 2 meters in this direction, these lines indicate that there is the polishing on the mirror. Because as you know, if you have seen the mirror, then there is a polish at the back of the mirror. So this is our polished surface and this is our front surface of the mirror. This is our object. So when the light rays enter from this surface, then image will be formed just behind the mirror at the same distance. It means image will be formed at this point. This will be our image, whose distance will also be 2 meters. Okay, we are talking about plane mirror, not any other mirrors. So for plane mirror, the image is formed at the same distance where the object is placed, but on the opposite side. So now if we take this particular system as the Cartesian system, now if we consider this plane as the y-axis, so this is our y, O, and this is y dash, and this particular line, horizontal line, is x-axis, so it will be x, O, and x dash. So if this distance is 2 meters, so what will be the coordinate of this object? The distance from y-axis is called x coordinate. So the x coordinate is 2, and the distance from y-axis, sorry, distance from x-axis is y coordinate, and this distance is 0. So the coordinate of this point will be 2, 0. And similarly, the coordinate of this point will be minus 2, 0. It means if we consider a mirror on the y-axis, then the location of the point changes. Or we can say the mirror image of the point is the same, but the sign changes. If the object is at a point 2, 0, or if the point is 2, 0, then its mirror image will be minus 2, 0. If the mirror is placed on y-axis. Okay, its y coordinate doesn't change, only x coordinate change. Clear? Similarly, let us take another example. If we take a point, suppose this is our point 2, 3. If we take this point 2, 3, so what will be its mirror image? Now the image will be formed at this point. So it will be minus 2, 3, not minus 3, because it is our second quadrant, and we have discussed in the first quadrant both sign are positive. In second quadrant it is minus and plus. So it will be 2, 3, and in this quadrant this will be minus 2, minus 2, 3. It means whenever we find the mirror image along the y-axis, whenever we find the mirror image of a point around y-axis, then only x coordinate changes. Its sign, only the sign of x coordinate changes, and there is no effect on the y coordinate. Okay, so now I am explaining, I am writing it in general form, general term. This was the explanation. You can understand it very well. If the mirror is placed on y-axis, then the position of x coordinate is changing only in sign. Position is not changing, only the sign is changing, and the y coordinate is not changing its position as well as sign. Both are remain same. Clear? So in general, if we take, so if we consider any point, this is point, then mirror image along y-axis and mirror image along x-axis. Okay, so first we have discussed the mirror image along y-axis. So whenever we form the mirror image of a point along y-axis, then only the sign of x coordinate changes, but y coordinate remains same. So let us consider a simple point A, B. Okay, now this A and B can be any real number. It may be positive, negative, anything. So when we find the mirror image of this point along y-axis, then the sign of x coordinate will change. It means it will become minus A, B. It will become minus A, B. So if there is A positive, so it will be negative. If it is negative, then it will be minus of minus, that will be positive. Clear? So you have to remember only this single point a comma b. Now a and b may take any value, maybe positive, maybe negative, but if we are taking the mirror image along y-axis, then the sign of x coordinate will change. If it is plus, then become minus. If it is minus, then it will become plus. Okay. Similarly, if you find the mirror image along x-axis, so now you can understand it very well. When we find the mirror image along y-axis, then the sign of x coordinate changes. Similarly, if we will find the mirror image along x-axis, then the sign of y coordinate will change. Okay, you can find it yourself. So what will be the mirror image of a comma b along x-axis? It will be a comma minus b. Only the x coordinate will change, y will remain same. Clear? So you have to remember only this thing. By this you can find any mirror image of any point. So note it down. So now let us discuss some questions based on these concepts which we have discussed today. First question. Find the mirror image of point minus 3, 9 on x-axis, or we can say along x-axis and y-axis. We have to find the mirror image of this point along x as well as y, both the axes separately. Whenever we have given both the axes or any one axis, we have to find them separately along x-axis and then along y-axis. So we have to find the mirror image of this point. So let us solve it. So first we are going to find mirror image along x-axis. Along x-axis. So the given point is minus 3, 9. Now what will be its mirror image? Mirror image along x-axis. We are talking about x-axis. So when we take the mirror image along x-axis, then which coordinate change? Only y coordinate changes, x coordinate remains same. Y coordinate changes in sign. So what will be the mirror image of this point? It will be minus 3, minus 9. Okay, x coordinate will remain same, only the sign of y coordinate will change. So this will be the mirror image of this point along x-axis. Clear? Similarly, if we take along y-axis, mirror image along y-axis, so our given point is minus 3, 9. So what will be its mirror image? Mirror image of a point along y-axis. When we take the mirror image along y-axis, then only x coordinate changes the sign, y coordinate remains same. Now in the given point, x coordinate is with negative sign. So what will be its sign in the mirror image? It will be positive. So minus 3 will become plus 3 and 9 will remain same. So it will be the mirror image of minus 3, 9. Okay. So in this way you can find the mirror image of any point along any axis. Clear? So we'll discuss more question later on. Note it down. So in this way you can solve the question on the basis of mirror image. Now let us solve a question based on quadrant. Yesterday in the last video we have discussed about quadrant. This is our first quadrant in which both the signs are positive. This is second quadrant, it is minus and plus. Then in the third quadrant it is minus and minus, and in the fourth quadrant it is plus and minus. So let us solve a question. If we have given some point and we have to find in which quadrant this point will lie. Three comma 1 minus 3 comma 2, 5 comma minus 1 minus 2 comma minus 4 and 5 comma 0. Question is, in which quadrant these points lie? We have to tell only the quadrant, in which quadrant these points will lie. Let us consider these points as point A, point B, point C, then it is at point D, and this is our point E. So you can find it very well because you know about the sign convention of the quadrant. So in the first quadrant both the signs are positive. So if we take point A, so A is 3 comma 1, both the signs are positive, it means A is lying in the first quadrant. Okay, then point B, it is minus and plus, minus 3 comma 2, so minus and plus it is second quadrant, so we will write simply it is second quadrant. Then third is C, it is 5 comma minus 1, so 5 comma minus 1 it means plus and plus minus is the fourth quadrant, it means C is lying in the fourth quadrant. Okay, now D is minus 2 comma minus 4, it means it is minus minus, which is our third quadrant, means D point is lying in the third quadrant. And if we talk about point E, it is 5 comma 0. Now in which quadrant this point will lie? Point E, 5 comma 0. So 5 is positive, and what is 0? 0 is also, we consider 0 in our positive numbers. So 0 is taken as positive. So it is plus plus, which is our first quadrant. It means E will lie in the first quadrant. Okay. So in this way we can find the quadrant of any point which is given to us. It is very simple. Note it down. Now let us solve a question, very important question. We have given a question. A policeman and a thief. A policeman and a thief are equidistant from a jewelry box, equidistant from a jewelry box considering jewelry box at origin. Considering jewelry box at the origin, the position of the position of policeman is 0,5. Considering jewelry box at the origin, the position of policeman is 0,5. If ordinate of position of thief is 0, if ordinate of the position of thief is 0, then write the position of thief, write the coordinate of thief. Okay, so this is our question. Policeman and a thief are equidistant from a jewelry box. Considering jewelry box at the origin, the position of policeman is 0,5. If the ordinate of the position of thief is 0, then write the coordinate of the thief. Very important question. So first let us draw the diagram on the graph paper. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is origin, this is negative x-axis, and this is negative y-axis. Now what is given to us? Policeman and thief are equidistant from a jewelry box. What is the meaning of equidistant? They are at equal distance from the jewelry box, and jewelry box is at origin. We have to consider jewelry box at the origin. It means this is our jewelry box. This point O is jewelry box. This is our origin, so it is jewelry box. Okay, origin is the jewelry box. The position of policeman is 0,5 with respect to this jewelry box. So what is the position 0,5? Where will we mark it? X is 0. X is 0. Let us consider it 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. We'll mark the points on the graph paper. Now, so what is the position of policeman? It is 0,5. So this will be the point 0,5. Let us consider this position as position A. This is our y-axis, and let us consider the position of policeman is A. A is the, and the coordinate of A are 0,5. Okay. Now we have given if the ordinate of the position of thief is 0. So first thing you have to discuss what is ordinate. Ordinate means the y coordinate. So we have given the y coordinate of the position of thief is 0. So we have given ordinate of position of thief is 0. And we know what is ordinate. Ordinate means y coordinate. It means we have given y is equal to 0 for thief, and the position of policeman is 0,5. So ordinate is 0. It means y coordinate of the thief is 0. Now we have to take y coordinate as 0, but we have given one important thing. The policeman and the thief are equidistant from jewelry box. So what is the meaning of y coordinate 0? Y equal to 0 means it is our x-axis. We have discussed it earlier. On x-axis y is equal to 0, and on y-axis x is equal to 0. The distance of a point from x-axis is 0, then it is y equal to 0, and if the distance from y-axis is 0, then it is x equal to 0. So it is y equal to 0. It means this point will lie on the x-axis. First important thing you get that the thief will lie on x-axis. It will not lie on y-axis because here y is 0. So when y equal to 0, it means the thief will lie on the x-axis. Okay. So now the second important thing, the thief. So we get first important thing, thief will be on x-axis. We get first this point, thief will be on x-axis. Now second important thing which is given, they are equidistant. So what is the distance of police? This is policeman. So the distance of policeman from the jewelry box is 5 unit. and the distance of this thief will also be 5 unit. Now 5 unit may be on the right side or it may also be on the left side on x-axis. It means thief may lie at this point at a distance of 5 unit from jewelry box. This is jewelry box, the distance is 5 unit. So thief may be lie at this point. Let us consider this point as point B. So what will be the coordinate of this point? It will be 5, 0 because it is on x-axis. On x-axis y equal to 0. So it will be 5, 0. Or thief may also lie on this point. This, let us consider this point as point C, and this will be minus 5, 0 because this distance is also 5 unit. We have to give both the answers because we have given the thief and the policeman are equidistant. So equidistant from jewelry box, it may be 5 unit at right hand side or 5 unit may be on the left hand side also. So we have to give both the answers. So we get the answer. The coordinates of thief may be 5, 0 or minus 5, 0. Both of these may be the coordinates of the thief. 5, 0 or minus 5, 0. Both may be the coordinates of thief. Understood? So it is very important question. Such type of questions are asked in the examination. So you should remember this. Note it down. You have not to calculate anything. You have to just use your common sense. These are the questions based on common sense. You have to draw the graph and use your common sense. You will get your answer. So note it down. Now the next question is, which of the following will not lie in any quadrant? We have given 4 points, 5, 6, 0, 4, 3, 6 and 8, 0. This question I have just taken because one question we have done earlier in which I told you that we can take 0 on the positive side and we can take it in quadrant. But whenever it is asked that which of the following will not lie in any quadrant, so let us check it. If you draw the graph, then you can mark the points x, o, x dash, y, o, y dash. Then 5, 6, it means both are positive. Now it is 0, 4, this is both are positive. These both are positive and these are also positive. But if we have to give that which will not lie in any quadrant, so if we take point 0, 4, so 0, 4 will be on y-axis. Suppose this is our point 0, 4 and 8, 0 will be on x-axis. Let us consider this point as 8, 0 and 5, 6, it may be like in this region. This may be our 5, 6 or in somewhere in this particular region. There will be 5, 6 and 3, 6. Both will be in this particular region. That means in the first quadrant. Okay, but when we have to give that which of the following will not lie in any quadrant. So if we see this point 8, 0, it is lying on the x-axis and 0, 4 it is lying on the y-axis. So we will say that these 2 points 0, 4 and 8, 0 will not lie in any quadrant. They will not lie in any quadrant. They will lie, first 8, 0 is lying on x-axis and 0, 4 is lying on the y-axis. What is quadrant? Quadrant is the region in between these two axes. So this, if there is no 0, then we can say that the point is lying in the quadrant. Okay, so don't be confused. We have solved one more question earlier where we have taken 0 as the quadrant, but it will be more convenient that we will take, if you have given 0 comma any number or any number comma 0, then that particular point will not lie on any quadrant. It will lie on either x-axis or on the y-axis. Okay, so don't get confused in this particular thing. So we have discussed some important concept today, and we have solved some questions also. Now in the next video we will solve some more important questions. So before that, you have to solve the questions based on these coordinate geometry, practice it, and we will discuss some of the most important questions in our next video.